welcome. What's up, everybody? I just had a couple packages get delivered here to the house, so I thought I'd kick the cameras on and knock out a quick unboxing with you guys. Before we get into it, I wanna say really quickly, if this is your first time watching, or if you haven't already done so, and you happen to enjoy this unboxing video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Start cracking off into some boxes. I got a couple packages here, as mentioned. One is from Tackle Warehouse, and one is from 6 Cents. What else is new? Seems to be a recurring theme around here. Let's go ahead and have a seat down at the table. Crack off into some boxes. Oh, I almost dropped them. Let's go. All right, now that you guys are down here on my level, let's go ahead and start cutting off into some boxes. What should we start with? 6 Cents, Tackle Warehouse. I don't know, let's just go with 6 Cents today. How about it? Team 6 all day. Numero uno, box number 1. Pretty sure I know what's in here, but we'll act surprised together. Heat. I see flames coming out of this box. I see some stuff that I haven't seen before in here. Looks like there might be some new packaging, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start pulling baits out of the box. You know how we do this, up close and personal, one item at a time. You're gonna notice a theme here coming out of this box. This right here is a 1/4 ounce Pro Blue Divine Swim Jig, my favorite swim jig on the market. The 6 Cents Divine Swim Jig, Pro Blue being one of my favorite colors. Coming up on the shad spawn, late spring, early summer. Shad imitations are gonna be the deal, so I had to go get stocked up on the smoke. So I got not 1, not 2, but 3 of those bad boys. 1/4 ounce Pro Blue Divine Swim Jig. Let's keep it rocking. Next, this one may come as no surprise to many of you. We're gonna go ahead and get this one out of the way. This is my PB getter, my number one, my top spot. If I could have one jig to throw, any jig. I'm not talking swim jig, I'm talking any freaking jig, dude. If I could only have one, I'm gonna roll with this one right here. Divine Swim Jig, 3/8 ounce, Pro Green, and check out the new packaging on the swim jigs. Got that black and gold with the camo 6. I ain't mad at it. Sweet. I haven't seen that yet. I'm sure some of you guys out there have, but that right there is a first for me. New packaging, looking pretty crispy. Shout outs to the guys over at the 6. Always innovating, always pushing forward. And this looks great. New black and camo and gold looks great. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling. Swim jigs, kind of the theme that we have going on here. Next up, 3/8 ounce. I love this color. It's that shad color with the chartreuse and the aqua blue. A little more vibrant on the color. It's the blue truce flash color. I love this color, and I will fish this color in clear water. I don't care what anybody says. A little bit of blue and chartreuse never hurt anybody, and in fact, I've been bit on colors like this out here on this clear water that I fish all the time. One thing I have noticed though is that my tackle arsenal, my collection, being that I do fish so much clear water, has sort of made a shift towards more natural colors. I grew up in North Texas fishing the chocolate milk, stained water, bright or dark. That was kind of the move, you know, black and blue, white and chartreuse. That was the deal up in North Texas, but down here in this clear water that I'm fishing, sort of had to change my approach, throw a lot more natural colors, but I wanted to go ahead and start beefing up the bright colors back into the arsenal. So that's why I grabbed that Pro Blue Truce. Continuing with that same theme, here's another one that I don't already have. This is a new color for me. This is Shad Citrus. That white and silver with the chartreuse accent going on. Shad colors, shad patterns, a little bit of bright accent. Never hurt anybody, not even in the clear water. Next up, the lavender shad. You guys know I love throwing the purple hues in my shad style flukes. And the lavender shad Divine Swim Jig is an excellent option. Now when it comes to these swim jigs, let me tell you guys a little bit about how I'm gonna throw these year round. I always have a swim jig tied on. It's one of my favorite ways to fish. You guys who have been watching the channel, you already know that. Like I mentioned, PB getter there on the 3/8 ounce Divine Swim Jig. So I always have a swim jig tied on. I usually have it tied on to a 7-to-1 gear ratio reel, and I like to fish the Divine Swim Jig on the 7-foot 3-inch heavy power fast action sensory series rod. That rod was built for that swim jig, and it's awesome. Another good option is the ESP Heavy Moderate. That's another excellent swim jig rod. Got that parabolic bend to it. Generally, I'll throw my swim jigs on 15-pound fluorocarbon. I love fishing around shallow cover and dock corners with the swim jig. That's two of my favorite locations. Rolling it through trees and brush, and then up in the corners of the docks, right up in the shallows. I've hooked into some of my best fish on a swim jig, fishing those shallow dock corners. And yeah, that Sensory Series 7-to-1, shoot man, little 15-pound fluorocarbon. Good to go, man. I love swim jig fishing. Super confidence bait. Let's keep rolling. We got a few more in here. There's another one in that shad citrus color. Got 2 of those doubled up. Next up, I've got some more bluegill stuff. Let's check these out. This one right here, bluegill spawn. Got your natural green pumpkin with the blue and the orange accents. Sunfish time, bluegill time. It's here, man. Warmer months. Those bass, they will chase those bluegill off ferociously. And if you're not having any luck on the shad patterns, maybe switch it up, throw a little bluegill in the summertime, because man, those bass just get super aggressive. There's another one, this color right here. Same thing, bluegill spawn. No different. Doubled up on those as well. And I went ahead and grabbed me, there's a third one, so I got 3 of those. And all 3 of these bluegill spawn colored Divine Swim Jigs are 1/4 ounce. Like I said, I'm trying to throw these up super shallow now. So I wanted something lightweight. I have plenty of 3/8 ounce and 1/2 ounce bluegill style swim jigs, but I noticed that my 1/4 ounce stash was lacking a little bit. So got a few bluegill colors, got a few shad colors in the 1/4 ounce so that we can get up there super shallow. I'm talking inches. Hopefully target some of those sunners, some of those up there just chilling. Looks like we have one more in the box. This is a 3/8 ounce grass mutant. This is probably my favorite bluegill color that they have. I love this color. Pair this up with your favorite, you know, sunfish colored paddle tail swim bait. A Divine swim bait would be a killer option. Yeah, that right there. Killer. Smoke Show grass mutant. Love that color. Now let's go ahead and get off into the rest of this box. Oops. Let me get this straightened up here. What do we do? We dropping stuff, Coop. Ugh. Okay, now you guys might have saw what that was as it fell out of the box onto the tabletop here and some onto the ground. But one thing that has been going on kind of behind the scenes that you guys haven't seen a lot about is I've been throwing A-rigs. Not only have I been throwing A-rigs, but I've been losing A-rigs. So yeah, lost a few of my swim baits here recently. Was getting low on the 3.2s. So Divine swim baits, 3.2 inch. That's what all these are gonna be. I have one new color here that I haven't seen until just now. It looks killer. Let's check it out together. These right here, Ghost Ice Minnow 3.2 Divine paddle tail swim baits. Those will be going on the back of my 1/8 ounce Divine swim bait jig heads on A-rigs. And I can actually show you that terminal tackle because I have some right here on the tackle wall. These Divine jig heads, 1/8 ounce. This is what I'm gonna pair up with these. Throw on the A-rigs, the 3.2s. Money. I've got a few finesse A-rigs from Shane's Baits, and these 3.2s work really well on them. So I wanted to load back up. I have a lot of 3.8s, a lot of 4.4s, but I was getting low on the 3.2s, man, so I had to re-up. Next up is Clearwater Rose. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this color. This is one of their best shad / minnow baitfish imitators right here. Clearwater Rose. It just looks so super natural. And I mean super natural as in super normal, like lifelike. Not supernatural as in like, you get what I'm trying to say. It's just a smoke show. Yep. Perfect bait fish imitator right there if you're fishing clear water. And that's the Clearwater Rose. Ghost Ice Minnow, Clearwater Rose, 3.2s. Next up, I got a few packs of one of my other favorite colors, Electric Shiner. Let's check this one out up close and personal. Really killer color. I think this is like the standout out of all of them. It's the best of both worlds, man. You got that motor oil, green pumpkinish top with the clear belly. All that vibrant flake in there. Silver, green, blue, purple. Shimmering. And up there at the top, just a little watermelon seed, black flake look. Like I said, man, best of both worlds. The Electric Shiner. That's a killer color. You guys saw me double up on an A-rig recently in one of my videos, and I was throwing the Electric Shiner and the Ghost Ice Minnow. A couple here, a couple there, mix and match. Excellent option on the A-rig. So had to re-up on the 3.2s. But wait, there's more. This right here. This is a new color for me anyway. I'm sure it's been on the website for a while, but I hadn't previously ordered any of these, got any of these in my hand. I saw them on the website, decided to take a chance, and lo and behold, look at it. It's got purple in it. Check it out. Live Minnow. I'm stoked on this one. Kind of tough to see in the packaging. Let's go ahead and crack it open. We'll take an up close and personal look at this bait. You guys know how I like to do it with these unboxings. I like to get everything out of the package and get right up in your face. And that right there, my friends. Dude, if you're like me, if you're like Baxter the Bait Man, you like to throw those perps, that right there, man, that's a killer little bait fish option, man, with just a little bit of purple accent, a little bit something different. Live Minnow, I ain't mad at it. That's a new one for me. Add it to the arsenal. All right, cool, so there's that. You guys stick around till the end of the video and we'll add all these baits to the tackle wall here behind me. But for now, let me go ahead and throw everything back into the box. Let's go ahead and crack off into this one. From T-Dub, Tackle Warehouse. Let's get it. What's in here? What's in the box, man? What we got?
My stickers. You got my stickers.
All right. Sweet. Sweet. Awesome. Right up front, see some of my favorites. Let's start with the terminal tackle. Offset wide gap worm hooks. Gamakatsu EWGs, light wire EWG worm hooks. Can never have enough of these on the boat. These are my favorite light wire hooks, and the two sizes that I throw the most are 4/0 and 3/0. So 2 25 packs, 3/0, 4/0 Gamakatsu. Terminal tackle, nothing too exciting. Let's keep rolling. Speaking of terminal tackle, been shopping around trying different tungsten, and I saw this ARC tungsten. Normally I'm throwing 6 cents pitch black, but they didn't have any 1/4 ounce available, so I was shopping around on T-Dub, saw this ARC tungsten. I think ARC actually makes fishing rods, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen some of their stuff on social media, but grabbed me some tungsten from them just to try out. Green pumpkin, 1/4 ounce. Got a few packages, insert free, whatever. We'll try them out. We'll give them a shot. ARC tungsten. Next up, to go along with the 1/4 ounce tungsten. If you guys saw my last video, you saw me out there throwing this bait. Just fishing this bait. Been fishing this bait a lot lately and actually started to do really well on it. And I ran out of a certain color out there on the water. This is a color, little variation on one that you guys have been seeing me throw. This is not watermelon red, it's watermelon orange. And for a while, this was straight sold out on Tackle Warehouse. I should probably mention the name of the bait. This is Watermelon Orange Zoom Ultra Vibe Speed Crawl, which is the small finesse creature bait that you guys saw me throwing around there. TR'd in that last video. And everybody's throwing watermelon red. I saw this watermelon orange. Obviously, probably not gonna make too much of a difference in reality down there on the bottom of the lake. But I don't know, could be just a confidence thing. I was throwing this watermelon orange and they were annihilating it. So as soon as I saw it was back in stock on TW, load it up, grab me 5 packs, watermelon orange, Zoom, Ultra Vibe Speed Crawl, load it up. Now, let's keep rocking and rolling here. You heard me talking about the A-rigs, right? I saw somebody talking about these things right here. They're called rig wranglers. So what this is, it's an A-rig cover, obviously. Fits over your rig, you can kind of see, kind of shows you a little illustration there on the back of how it's supposed to work, but pretty much your A-rig just sits up in there, it closes up inside this tube, and then you're good to go on the deck of the boat. And rig wranglers, yeah, thought I'd grab me a couple of those. Now that I have some A-rigs on the deck of the boats on some trips, I wanted to have a way to get them secured, protected, covered. So I grabbed some rig wranglers to try. And keeping in that same sort of theme there with the practicality of that last item, I grabbed some more pliers, man. I got these Cuda pistol grip, long nose, 3 times harder than steel. Blades stay sharper longer. So as I've been throwing these finesse creature baits, a couple instances have arrived where I've needed to, like, you know, use my pliers to get a hook out of a fish that got hooked a little deep. Jugular pliers are great. I use them all the time, but there have been a couple of times where I needed just like a little bit more reach. So I went ahead and grabbed these bad boys from Cuda. I had a pair of their scissors before that I ended up losing, but they make some really nice stuff. This Cuda brand, the blue handles, and I never had a pair of fishing pliers like this. So I wanted to get some this style and maybe be able to see what I've got going on while I'm working on a fish that might accidentally get hooked a little bit too deep. Yeah, just another option, another tool for pliers. You can never have enough tools. The Cuda, check those out, man. All right, but wait, there's more. Let's keep rolling. I'll show you guys some more baits now. Enough with the rig wranglers and the pliers and stuff. You guys don't care about the tungsten and the terminal tackle. You wanna see the baits. So next up, I got some baits. I saw this color. It's a bait that I have that I've thrown a couple times that I've absolutely never caught a fish on. It's an extremely popular bait. It's a swim bait, smaller profile swim bait. Something that a lot of people do really well on, but me, your boy, not so much. And that bait is the Mega Bass Dark Sleeper. Let's check it out. I got a few of these things. I got a 3/8 ounce, a 1/4 ounce, and a 3/8 ounce. What? I don't know what's going on. Does anybody know why this 3/8 is smaller than this 3/8? Oh, I see. I just figured it out. These are the 2.4 inch. Okay, I see. 2.4 inch Dark Sleeper versus 3-inch Dark Sleeper. There we go, we got it figured out. Sorry about that, boys. Like I said, sometimes I place these orders and I forget a little bit about what's going on. By the time we actually get around to opening on camera, I'm discombobulated, lost, and can't really remember what I was doing as I was filling my cart. But there, it just clicked. Now I see these are smaller size, 2.4 inch Dark Sleeper, 3/8 ounce and 1/4 ounce. And then I have one of the other larger sizes. Pretty slick looking bait, black and blue, green pumpkin. I don't know, wanted to give it a shot. Enough with the Dark Sleepers. That was stressful. Let's keep moving. I have one more thing in the box, probably the most exciting thing to show you so far. It's a swim bait. It's a swim bait that I meant to order a while back and I ended up accidentally ordering the smaller version, the finesse version. This right here, I'm stoked to finally have in my hands. It's the one I meant to order. It's the G-Rat Sneaky Pete, and man, is this color awesome. 7.5, Sneaky Pete glide bait from G-Rat Baits. It's a 2.5 ounce bait, has a scented tail, and man, I don't know how well you guys can see on camera, but look at the motor oil shimmer rainbow looking color on that hard bait, man. Killer. Awesome. Awesome. And that's the haul for the day. That is the fishing gear got delivered to my house before I kicked the cameras on. Hope you guys enjoyed this little unboxing vid, ripping through, talking about some swim jigs, some swim baits, we got some Dark Sleepers, we got some terminal tackle, we got some creature baits, we got some practical items with some tools, some terminal tackle. This was a cool little unboxing video. If you guys are interested in seeing how I fish any of these baits, I have a bunch of videos here on the channel of me actually out there on the water catching fish. I encourage you guys to go through, watch some of my older content. And like I said at the beginning, if this is your first time watching and if you had fun in this unboxing, make sure you subscribe to the channel, kick those notification bells on so you'll catch all my future content. Also, you can load up on 6th Sense Fishing goodness, heaters only from the 6. Check out 6thsensefishing.com. Use my code JR10 at checkout. That's gonna give you 10% off everything on the website. The baits, the terminal tackle, the rods, the shirts, everything that they offer, 10% off with that code JR10 for the win. And as always, anyone who uses that JR10 code gets a shout out on Instagram. Just take a little screenshot of that confirmation email that you're going to receive after you've placed your order. Hop on over to Instagram and shoot me a DM with that screenshot at the Justin Royal. I'll give you a shout out, tag you on my story, just a way for me to say thank you, give you guys some public recognition for helping us keep the lights on and the cameras rolling so that we can continue to bring you free fishing content here on YouTube. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video, but that's about all I got for you. That about does it. That about wraps her on up. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now, but I'll see you on the next one.